Okay guys, so in this video we're gonna be talking about the CSS box model, and CSS box model is just kind of like used to design a layout. Like everything in the in our HTML is every of our HTML document has a box model, and yeah, box model can be manipulated to kind of like make the layout of the website. So this is a basic example of a box model. Here I've got some content in this div. Please note that the whole div is this thing, and I've got this content, and I've got the background of this bluish color, this bluish purple, I don't know, and I've got this background bluish purple, and I've got this border of, I don't know, pinkish purple, and you might have noticed that it is not at the edge, not at the very edge, like it's not here and it's not here. So I've got some margin around it. So what basically CSS box model is the properties of every element in our HTML document. So if we go here, we can see that the content itself has a 400 by 400 width and height. While if I give it some padding, the container will kind of like add to the padding. Like the padding will add to the container to make the whole box, and the border will further add to make the to take all of the space, and the margin separates out the our container from everything else around it. So that's pretty much it about the box model, but I'm gonna explain it a little bit more. For example, I'll show you my code. I have just this div and some lorem right here, and in the styles I've got this width and height of 400 pixels. So you see, as you see here, I've got this this is I've got this width and height of 100 pixels. It is highlighting. Look carefully, yeah, it's highlighting. So I've got this width and height of 400 by 400. So this is the actual container. This is the stuff inside the container, and I've got this padding of 50 pixels. So what padding is, padding adds to the container. It kind of like separates out the border of the container from the actual content. So yeah, that's what padding is. So if you see here, I've got some background of this bluish color. So this background actually adds to the content and the padding. Then I've got this border of this reddish pink. Then I've got this border of reddish pink. Let's just make it blue and red. I don't know, I thought it'd be something different, like. So yeah, this is the actual container. This is the whole container, the content, the padding, and the border added. So yeah, border is just a border to, like, our stuff, and margin separates out our stuff from our box model from everything else around it. So if I have to create another div right here with some lorem text, you'll see that it's just below it because it didn't have that much space. Maybe I'll just change some properties to. I changed the content width and height, and it still doesn't work because I've got too much of the margin. It still doesn't work because I haven't set it to float right. I'm so dumb. Ignore this property for right now. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, we've got these two divs separated, and you might think that if I have to put the property as 25 the property of margin as 25 pixels, this gap must be 25 pixels, but you're wrong. This gap is actually 50 pixels, since it is included, this thing includes the margin of this whole container and this whole container to the left side. So it's 25 plus 25, that is 50. And when like considering the width and height of our actual box, you must always take into consideration your padding and border, since only this much part, the content part, is 300 by 300 as I've said, but the padding also adds to the container, so it makes this uh, um, so it makes like it is this much is 50 pixels, this much is 300 pixels, and this much is like 300 pixels, and if I add more stuff it will show up to be 300 pixels, like it doesn't show you. And then there it is 50 pixels more, so it's 50 plus 50 plus 30, so 300. That makes it 400 pixels height and 400 pixels wide. And plus the border from both the sides, I got a border of 10 pixels, so its total width is 10 plus 50 plus 300 plus 50 plus 10, so it is 420. And that's the same for its height, and that's the very same for this one, but the gap between these two is 50 pixels, because I've got this margin of only 25 pixels right here. So it is this for this video, and please like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any like kind of query, box model is pretty easy and to understand and stuff. So if you have some query or stuff, just ask me down in the comments, and I'm signing out. Bye.